Welcome back, First Hour Faithfuls, for yet another episode of the First Hour. My name is Colin Tanner from Video Games Are Dumb, and I'm here to check out the first hour of a recently released video game with you, the legions of First Hour Faithfuls. So please remember to like, subscribe, share, and breathe the fire in the comments below for this episode, The Legend of Heroes: Trails of Cold Steel. Now, this series has been going on for the better part of 2 decades, but I'm pretty unfamiliar with it. Originally launching in 1989 on a plethora of systems, including the MSX2, TurboGrafx-16, and Super Famicom, that's the Super Nintendo in Japan, the series has been going strong, and this, I believe, was their 11th entry. Just a quick note, if you plan on playing this on your PlayStation TV or Vita TV like I'm doing, you'll need to update the application before you can. It'll say it doesn't work with the PlayStation TV, just update it. It's only 11 megabytes, no big deal. But yeah, I've not really played anything in this series, so I'm eager to get into this. Built around satisfyingly tough combat aimed at people used to playing RPGs, that's me. Let's get right into it. The first hour of The Legend of Heroes: Trails of Cold Steel starts right now. After a loading screen. Of course, always a loading screen. That's specific. They actually got down to the day. Gotta give them credit there. Alright, so it's a military training ground, so maybe they're not actually at war right now. Okay, tanks. I was not expecting that, so this is a more advanced society.
It's no use! We can't even scratch them!
Hey, voice acting! Alright, we got some production values in our Japanese role-playing game on a Vita.
What's happening? Who's in control of those things? Get in touch with the 4th Armored Division! We need backup from Lieutenant General Craig!
Alright, another loading screen already. Okay, good. Camera is stuttering a bit, actually pretty significantly, so we're seeing just some hitches in the frame rate. Probably because it's an open environment. A lot of loading screens just for an intro. Yeah, that's definitely a lot better because we're in a closed environment, not as demanding on the hardware. Cool music, by the way. The black-haired boy is shocked.
This is awful. What happened here?
How terrible.
I can smell smoke. Are they using gunpowder?
They've completely blindsided us. It appears that everything else they've done today was to serve as a decoy, even making the tanks go haywire.
Right. It looks like their real target was the railway guns all along. Which means they must be serious about targeting that trade conference in Crossbell City.
They wouldn't! How can they possibly sink?
So, they're intent on taking the Chancellor's head after all.
Resorting to such wanton violence? This is absolutely outrageous.
Who just does that? That's... wow, how many takes do you think that took?
Please, let us help. We don't know if reinforcements are on the way, and it doesn't look like we have much time left. We have to stop them before they can activate the railway guns.
Nope, actually they used the touchscreen.
I don't know how much we can really do, but considering the alternative, we have to try.
Right. I'm not about to let those terrorists have their way.
Looks like any attempt to convince you otherwise would fall on deaf ears. All right. Reen, you and the rest of Group A with me. Group B, you'll be under the command of Major Neidhart.
One group will secure the gun in the right wing. The other group will secure the left. This is an actual combat situation, with real lives at stake. I expect the best from each of you.
Yes, sir! All right, Class 7. Our objective is to stop the activation of the railway guns. We've learned a lot at the Academy. It's time to put that knowledge to the test.
Understood!
I'm pretty sure one person said understood, but if you want to say they all said right, that's fine by me. Okay, dash. Wow. You know, I actually really appreciate this. Sometimes it's obnoxious when they just throw all the controls at you at once, but this is all pretty simplistic stuff. So I appreciate that. Alright.
My turn.
It's my turn.
Leave it to me.
I've got this.
Cool. So we can switch
It's
between
my turn.
Okay.
our characters right here. So that's dash. As you can see, we got the little white lines. This looks pretty good. I mean, no, it's not going to, you know, blow you away with its graphics, but for the Vita, this is very nice. Looks like a PlayStation 3 game. In fact, it was released on the PlayStation 3 back in 2013. I want to check and see exactly how long it takes to save this game. Oh, I like they got the little music for when you sleep. Let's go into that real quick. Because you're going to be saving a lot in this game. 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000. There we go. Quick saves. Awesome. Some awesome art here for the characters as well. Alright. Ooh. We got some real-time combat? Is that what we're saying here? Alright, Legends of Cold Steel. Yeah, this is pretty cool.
Here they come.
Okay, I know I have to kill them, but come on, guys. Those are pretty adorable.
During our field study.
Mechanical monstrosities.
Save the talking for later. We need to take these things out.
Got it.
Alright, so this is what we can expect for loading times going into battle.
My turn.
Oh, thank God. You can use the D-pad to do this. I want to see what the art system is. Judgment Bolt. Okay, so it's much like the... This is a pretty popular system in JRPGs these days where you're lining up a like a grid to see if you can hurt both enemies at once.
My turn.
Oh, and the attacks stack, so this is sort of like Disgaea. People say I don't know JRPGs. Let's use an arc slash and try and hurt both of these guys. No? Yeah, we can do that? Okay. Or maybe it doesn't... No, I guess it doesn't stack. Grand Press. That sounds cool. Let's go right over here. Or I guess some attacks need to be charged. Okay. There's no way we're keeping that. Before this first hour is through, we're going to lose all those cool abilities. I mean, look at them. They've got 7,000 energy. Yeah, right. And they've got these cool attacks. This is why I always look at this stuff right from the beginning, because I know it's not going to last. Aqua Bleed sounds really cool, but Frost Edge, that sounds really powerful. Alright, so hers doesn't line up. You actually have to pick people.
My turn.
Motivate? Alright.
Second form. Gale.
That looks really cool. Okay, using a frost attack on robots, maybe not my smartest move. There we go.
Didn't see that coming.
Really, they resist electrical attacks? I'm kind of surprised. Aerial. Let's do that.
Activate. Here we go.
Let's do a base attack just to see how that looks.
Now's our chance.
Oh, okay.
Not half bad.
You say as you outdo us.
Oh man. I hope we have some sort of relationship system in here with who you pick. That was a lot of different colored jewels. I have no idea what that does or what that meant, but okay.
No doubt about it. Those things were the same as the one we fought outside Legram.
It seems a large number of them are on the loose inside the fortress. I'm guessing that's what got the soldiers we just saw too.
Seems so.
So these are archaisms.
Are you certain, Instructor?
Yeah, they're a kind of autonomous weapon made by a rather unsavory group. And a real pain to deal with, too.
Good voice acting.
We need to hurry, but keep your wits about you.
Understood.
I see, there's still somebody there saying understood, and you just want to pretend like everybody's saying right, but that is not the case. That is not the case there. Alright, let's dash. Dash our way to danger. So it looks like you can avoid enemies if you like. I guess if you really want to throw that back, it's like Chrono Trigger, but
Here we go.
a lot of JRPGs are doing this nowadays. Well, they're just going to let me keep using this, so I'm going to keep using it. I want to see what the Autumn Leaf Cutter looks like.
Go.
And one for me!
Wow.
My turn.
It's almost not even fair. I should just use base attacks. Jesus.
Leave it to me!
There's no way we're staying this powerful. So she just automatically healed herself. I'm not sure if that's going to carry over. It's really interesting too. If you look over here, we have different spaces for where our heroes are, because he's over there and we're on this side. I wonder exactly how that's going to affect battle. Let's go and remove real quick. So it does look like we have some areas we can go, and the square I think is what's limiting us. So this allows linked attacks, I presume. What if I go right here?
Here we go.
Nah, that didn't do anything. So this should allow us to continue a link attack.
It's my turn.
I'm going to try moving one more time. Just see what it does.
My turn. Right.
So it said in advance that she was going to get a critical, which is kind of interesting. You normally don't know that. Though that would influence your likelihood to use a base attack, so you're not wasting it. I can appreciate that. I don't know what any of those jewels mean at all, but I'm sure they'll get into that later. So I presume the reason you can do that slash in the actual game is that you could, you know, give yourself an advantage in battle. Let's try that right now. I think I got him. I don't know.
Bring it on.
Alright.
My turn.
So that affected her strength going up. Cool. Let's go to crafts. Alright, let's raise some physical abilities with a war cry.
Go.
Oh man.
Damn. Now's a chance.
I assume whenever it says slash I can do a link attack, but I'm not positive yet. Now I'm really curious about this last guy here because he's not in the square. I'm really not sure if the square. When an attack misses, the target will counterattack if the attacker is in range.
Leave it to me.
Is it better if I get closer? No. This is the limit. The square has nothing to do with it. Savage Fang. Let's do some Savage Fang, yo. That was savage.
Time is precious. We should hurry.
That guy's cool. I like that guy. I like his weapon too. Kind of reminds me of Sid from Final Fantasy VII, who is one of the most underrated characters, if I might say. What is going on here? This is interesting. Can I defeat it like this? Alright, now let's go into battle. I have to see what that did.
Enemy sighted. Take them out. Here we go.
Looks like they have their full health, so I'm not sure what that did. Oh, cool. You can actually look up the stats on these little guys. They got little needles poking out. That's kind of scary.
Go! And one for me.
So here's another really great thing about this game. I'm not trying to heap too much praise on here, but look at this. This is worth noting right here. So let's start the attack and skip it.
All right.
Already happened. Let's start the attack, skip it.
They're open.
An opening!
My turn.
Skip it. Skip it.
Evil will fall before my blade.
I like that. Just be able to skip ahead a little bit. Because sometimes you're just, you know, trying to grind up your characters and you don't want to wait around the whole time. Alright. Oop. Hurry to the runway. Alright, there we go.
I've got this.
So to reset the camera, you have to use the touchscreen. Doesn't look like there's a actual physical button that replaces that on the PlayStation TV, but not a big deal because you're going to be playing this on your Vita, right? Who cares? Ooh, ugly shadow.
Where are we?
This must be Borrelia Academy. You can see Crossbell State on the other side.
There.
I can see this going bad. I can see this going a little south.
Those are...
The railway guns.
They're enormous.
Damn! How'd they manage to get them prepped so fast?
Damn.
Don't tell me they're just gonna let them rip without even setting a target.
Instructor.
Well, they're certainly not shy about bringing out the big guns.
Damn it! We don't have time for this. We need to take these things out fast.
Right there with you.
Let's send these cretins to the scrap heap.
I'm glad everybody got a turn to say how they were going to beat up the
We
robots.
have nothing to fear. My turn.
Okay. So we're going to stick with our craft system because why not? Brilliant spin. Can I get both of these guys? Yes.
No escape.
Wow, that spin was brilliant though. Okay, these guys are a lot more powerful than the previous ones. There we go.
Take this. Now.
An opening.
My turn.
I really don't like that delivery right there. My turn. It's like that that part of Indiana Jones. Part-time. Alright, let's skip that.
My turn.
So I think the link system is based around where you are. Oh, okay. Steal foes souls with the Grim Reaper Sith. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I think I'll use that.
Here we go.
Not as powerful as I was hoping. Flame Tongue.
My turn.
Wow, is it just barely getting more powerful? So positioning your character,
Arcus, activate.
Right.
it's like a really interesting hybrid of your basic turn-based strategy role-playing game and something like the Hyper Dimension Neptunia series with the whole move system. I guess we'll do that brilliant spin again.
Off guard.
It's my turn.
Alright, so there's crafts and then there's arts. So we'll go for the aerial once again.
Marcus, activate. Ha!
So I guess they're weak to fire, because it looks like they're resistant to everything else. But still that did more power, or it took off more energy than my fire attack.
My turn.
Seriously? How is that thing still alive? I'm just gonna hit it. Yeah.
And one for me. Okay,
How are you still alive?
here goes.
My turn.
Alright, so if you look right here, you can actually see what how these function. Attack 1, attack area. And it has an M next to it. Oh, wait a minute. That's an attack area. Well, I guess it is attacking an area, so whatever. I'm gonna kill this guy first.
It's my turn.
Jesus. Alright, that guy's gone. Thank God.
Here we go.
Let's do an S break. Plasma Storm.
Let's see you live through this. Plasma storm.
It was resistant to its death, but, you know. So nobody's leveling up yet, so not sure how that system's gonna work.
A self-destruct mechanism. Does the cowardice know no bounds?
We're running out of time. I'm gonna go on ahead. Follow me as soon as you're sure it's safe to.
Goodbye, school.
Railway guns.
No, no, no!
Don't.
They're gonna, right now.
Stop!
Stoop? You know, if you're gonna have a big explosion, you should probably show it. That would have been pretty cool. Oh, no, 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 no. No, sorry, guys. Anime cutscenes? Oh, yeah. Good luck getting that on YouTube. Oh, cool. It's Wednesday. That's good. 5 months earlier. Paid in. A city full of stories. A happier time before the giant guns blew up everything. Was this like the Cadillac of, or the Mustang of trains? These really are some pretty great graphics. Those load times are just, man, they kind of take you out of it though. But whatever. Yeah, frame rate's having some trouble here.
The Ministry of Railways wishes to thank all passengers for their patronage. This train is bound for Bereahard via Keldic.
Okay, they have automated systems in this universe.
The next
Interesting.
stop is Trista. Trista. We will be stopped at Trista for 1 minute. When disembarking, please ensure no belongings are left behind.
Oh no, what do you mean? What? You can't just think that. Say that. Say it. Don't tell me now. I just hate when they do this. It's like, oh, hey, there's voice acting in this game. And can we borrow your voice acting for a second? We'll bring it back later. No more voice acting, though. Goodbye. Goodbye. Alright. Man, spring's really in full bloom here, huh? Back home, there was still so much snow on the ground, I hardly even realized it. You hardly even realized there was snow on the ground? Because there was so much of it? I don't like these load times. Or at least I don't like how the load times are handled. Obviously, the game has to load sooner or later, but just kind of a black screen just as loading, you know. There's gotta be a better way to do that. Trista Station. You know, it's just a black screen. That's I know that they probably want something that's sort of neutral. That way they can when it's like a more comedic or more dire moment, they don't have some weird loading screen that might take you out of it. Hey, voice acting's back. But they gotta do something better than just a black screen, you know? Ooh, bad frame rate. Ooh, bad. Ooh, naughty frame rate. Ooh, no. It's pretty, but this is chugging now. It's a little better. Ran.
Are those Lino flowers? I've never seen so many all blossoming at once.
Okay, so if he thinks to himself, there's no voice acting. You know, I can follow that logic. Must be spending the next 2 years here. Wonder how long it'll be before I think of it as home. But yeah, I think I'm gonna like it. Yeah.
Ouch.
Whoa, sorry about that. Are you okay? I should have picked a better place to take in the scenery.
Don't worry about it. I should have been paying more attention to where I was going instead of gawking at the flowers. It's really a pretty town though, isn't it? Just like a postcard.
Red eyes. She's a vampire.
Yeah, I guess that's the magic of springtime for you. I hope everything in your case is okay.
Oh, don't worry about that. It'll be fine. Hey, you've got the red uniform too, huh?
You got the red eyes, huh?
Yeah, but now that you mention it, almost everyone else on the train had a green jacket. You're one of the few I've seen in red. I didn't really think about it until now. I just put on the uniform they sent me.
I hadn't given it much thought until I got here either. But yeah, like you said, there have been a few others sporting them too, so I doubt it's a mistake. Maybe it means we'll end up being classmates. Anyway, I should get going. I've got a feeling we'll see each other again at the entrance ceremony, though.
I totally forgot to ask your name. Oh well, I'm sure we'll run into each other later.
You know, the voice acting really is good in this game, and I don't know if you get to say that about many JRPGs, so I just want to point that out. You know, I really am enjoying the voice acting.
She's right, though. It is weird that there are so few of us in red. Are there even enough to make a class?
Oh, yeah. I mean, you know everything, man.
Except the uniform is pretty strange too.
Yep, you were on a train, and you've been in the town for 5 minutes. You can totally figure out how this is going down.
It sure looks a lot fancier than your standard issue orbment, that's for sure. Guess there's no point in racking my brain over it. Someone will probably explain it during orientation. Thor's military academy is on the north side of town.
Thor's Military Academy? That's a cool name.
I've still got some time to look around before the entrance ceremony, but it'd be pretty awkward to be late the first day.
The way to... What a name! How can you not be excited to see that? See, this could be the loading screen. What about that? Just get rid of the prologue and the way to Thor's. This is your loading screen right here. Huh? You with me on this? Huh? Alright. I don't care. I know I'm right. No one believes me. You can now access the summary section on your notebook. Events that occur during the story are automatically recorded. It can be accessed by pressing select blah 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 blah. Okay. So by pressing square, all it's going to do is, well, I'll get out of the way here. It's just telling you exactly what you got to do, which I actually appreciate. I think every game should have that. Just be like, hey, here's your objective. Ooh, frame rate's not quite as good moving around though.
Oh hey, it looks like there's even a little park here.
I mean, the voice acting's good. Maybe it's oddly directed at some points. Oh hey, there's even a little park here, man.
Seems like the perfect spot to catch a breather. What with all the... Huh? Why is she sleeping here?
Is she a new student? She's got the uniform and all. The ceremony is going to be starting soon. Maybe I should wake her up.
Guess I better go.
She's sure a strange one, like a stray cat or something. If she's headed to school, I'd say that's my cue to pick up the pace. Good frame rate, good frame rate, good frame rate, chunky frame rate, good frame rate, good frame rate, little chunky. Alright. Yeah, it looks okay. Doesn't look like they're pointing out exactly on the map where to go. Stick with me, frame rate. Let's not go too far here. So that's Thor Military Academy. It's right in front of me, but the idea of... Okay, that's a subtle way of putting it right in there. Dash, 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 dash. Ooh, oh man, I wanted to talk to little kids to be like, hell yeah, we're going to the military.
I shall take my leave here, my lady. I pray you find victory here in both your studies and your training.
Oh man, where's your fedora?
Thank you, Klaus. I'm leaving everything in your hands while Father is away.
Understood, my lady. Oh, please excuse my rudeness, young sir. It truly is a splendid day, is it not? The start of a new chapter in the lives of so many promising youths. Allow me to express my sincerest congratulations on your admittance into this fine academic institution.
Oh. Thank you very much.
Off to senility. I guess he's a butler. He certainly looks the part. That means the girl with him must be a noble. She did have a certain dignity about her. I wonder if she's from a famous military family or something. Dash, dash, dash. I'm just saying, you know.
So this is it.
Whoa, it's like Phantasy Star music.
Thor's Military Academy. Founded by the legendary Emperor Dreykels himself.
Emperor Dreykels, huh? Was that like the dog of the military or something? Come here, Dreykels. Time for kibble. I would not say that deserves a screeching halt. Would you? It seems to be going fairly slow for a screeching halt.
Thank you for your patience, sir. We've arrived at the academy.
Much obliged.
Alright, so everyone else is pretty much going to be wealthy except for our protagonist and possibly that other girl with the red eyes. And the stray cat girl, but...
Please,
Alright.
if you'll allow me to take your luggage.
That won't be necessary. I prefer to avoid standing out too much.
But, sir...
This isn't open for debate. Take whatever rest you need, then return to Bereahard.
As you wish. I shall be departing, sir. May your time spent in these hallowed halls be all you've hoped for. Please take care of yourself.
Yeah, those shadows look pretty rough. Alright. Wow, an Orbital limousine, and one of Renford's fanciest models too. Wait, why are your lips moving if you're just thinking?
Welcome to Thor's Military Academy. Let's see. Yes, you're the last of them.
Last of Us.
That'd make you Breen Schwarzer, right?
Yes, that's me. It's a pleasure to meet you. But how do you know me?
It's a long story. Don't sweat the details right now.
Is that your weapon you've got wrapped up? I'll need to hold on to that for the time being.
Oh, right. It mentioned something about that in the guidebook.
Not even close, buddy. You're about 3 feet away from actually touching it.
Thanks. We should be able to return it to you before long. You'll hardly even miss it.
The entrance ceremony is going to be held in the auditorium. Just head straight back. You can't miss it. Anyway, I hope you enjoy your first day at Thor's.
We're glad to have you. I hope these next 2 years will be a fruitful time for you.
I guess those two must be second years. The girl definitely looked younger than me, though. And what was that about me being last? I'm certainly not the very last student to check in, am I? Oh boy! Whoa. Sounds like it's about time for the ceremony to start, though. Well, here's the start of a great 2 years. 2-year academy, huh? Was it like the technical school for military? Does military school always take 2 years? I don't actually know this. This might be a shock to you. Never been to military school. Don't get me wrong, I was a hellion back in my days. Yes.
Now, if I may, I'd like to say a few words in closing about this academy's illustrious history.
Don't laugh at his name, children.
Thor's Military Academy was founded almost 220 years ago.
That's just weird to say that. What do you mean almost 220 years ago? What difference would it make if it's like a month away or... I'd just say 220 years ago. Like, I would say like over 200. I'd say, I don't know. That's just weird. I'm sorry, I hate to nitpick that.
As I'm sure you're all aware, was none other than the great Emperor Dreykels. The very same emperor who ended the War of the Lions and returned prosperity to the Erebonian Empire.
War of the Lions? You mean like the Final Fantasy Tactics game on the PSP?
30 years after becoming emperor, in the later years of his life, he opened the doors of this institution. It was to be a place where young people like yourselves could learn the art of war.
What a peacemaker.
But with the mechanization of the military, many of our graduates now pursue careers outside the army. Our mission, however, remains the same: to prepare our students to fulfill Emperor Dreikel's famous mandate. Arise, O youth, and become the foundation of the world.
No one said it was a great mandate, it's just a famous one.
Though much has happened these past 2¼ centuries, the world is still the domain of the young. Yet still the question remains: what qualities must one possess to become a part of its foundation? I hope this credo will serve as a guide and an inspiration to you during your 2 years at this academy. Go forth, my students. The world awaits the great things you will one day accomplish.
The foundation of the world, huh?
No pressure, right?
Pressure cast.
No kidding. Though, this is Dreikel's the Lionheart we're talking about. He didn't earn his nickname by taking the easy road. Guess we've got more to worry about than just passing exams, huh?
I guess we do.
Elliot Craig.
I'm Elliot Craig. Nice to meet you.
Reen Schwarzer. Hey, looks like we're sporting the same school fashion.
Yeah, no idea what the red uniform is supposed to mean, though.
It's for nerds.
Most of the other students are wearing green.
It's for the cool kids.
Well, except for the ones in the white uniforms. Those must be the nobles.
The real cool kids.
Looks that way. Though, nah, just thinking to myself.
And that brings us to the close of Thor's 215th entrance ceremony.
220 years ago, 215th. It's not adding up for me.
Next, please proceed to the class designated in your guidebook. There, you will go over the school rules as well as your class's curriculum.
School drools.
That is all. Dismissed.
All right, cool.
The
Interesting.
class designated in our guidebook? I don't remember seeing anything like that.
There wasn't any information on that in mine either. I just assumed they'd tell us where to go after the ceremony.
Because you guys are super special.
All right, students in red uniforms, if I can have your attention, please. By now, you're probably all confused. Where's my class assignment, you're probably thinking. That's perfectly understandable. Your situation is a little more complicated than the other students. But before I explain, I'd like all of you to join me for a special orienteering exercise.
What?
Did you mean an orientation exercise?
Worry not. Everything will be made clear soon enough. Now, right this way, if you would.
Looks like we're gonna have to follow her if we want any answers.
What do you think this is all about?
I have no idea, but we're not going to accomplish anything just standing around here. We should go with her.
I mean, I hope the kids in the white uniform know what they're doing. Is that the super secret test where... whatever. You know, you could put up anything right now. Doesn't have to be a black screen. Could be anything right now. Seriously, anything. Anything at all. Big picture of a lion or whatever. Old school. Ha 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 ha.
is this place?
Why is there a building this dilapidated on campus? It looks like it should have been torn down ages ago.
What does she even want us to do here?
Is she ever gonna tell us what's going on?
I suppose we'll just have to go inside and see for ourselves what awaits us.
This place looks like some old haunted mansion or something.
Now that you mention it, it kinda does.
I think this is everyone I've seen with a red uniform so far. I guess we really are part of the same class then. Just saying, you know. Oh, cool. Naruto's here.
So, these are our new underclassmen, huh?
Yep. They've got a different set of hoops to jump through than we did, though.
And Black Widow.
I'm just happy all our work's paying off. I'd hate to have put in a year's worth of effort for nothing.
Ain't that the truth? Wait, when did you do any work?
Oh!
You were just slacking off the whole time.
Damn!
Says the master slacker.
Oh! Yes, she wins it.
Still, looks like Elisa's got some stiff competition. Quite a bevy of beauties they've got there. And I'm looking forward to getting intimately acquainted with each and every one of them.
Oh, okay, so that was implied. Alright, no, I wasn't so clever, huh?
Oh, you know one of them? Wait. No, not these ones too. Stop flirting with every damn girl you lay eyes on. Do you
That is
have
really
any idea
creepy.
how many guys at this school have gotten their hearts broken because of your libido? Did you just sneer at me? Oh, you did, didn't you?
Come on now, no fighting, you two.
Well, look who finally made it. Nice work, you two.
You got our little chickadees all sorted out, I take it?
Yep, they're all bright-eyed and ready to go. So from here on out, we're gonna have to give it all we've got to support this fledgling class.
Now you sound the part of the student council president.
Guess she's going all in.
Well, they'd be in for a pretty rough time if we didn't help out a little. At least everything's ready over there, right?
Yes, chubby boy.
You betcha. Just like the instructor asked. Can't help but feel a little sorry for them, though.
Same here. They've got no idea what they're being tossed into. The class they've been picked for didn't even exist before this year. Guess all we can do is watch and see what they're made of, right?
Okay, so there's sort of like some experiment going on here. Maybe they're not good enough to really be part of the academy, but they're gonna do it anyway. I don't know. I don't have a clue what the actual narrative purpose is. I hate these fucking loading screens.
The name's Sarah Valestine. I'm the instructor in charge of Class 7, which means you get the pleasure of seeing me all year. Glad to finally meet you.
Wait, Class 7? Us?
I'm not sure I understand. I wasn't told anything about this at enrollment.
Excuse me, Instructor Sarah? I was under the impression that there were only 5 classes at this academy, and that students were split among them based on their social class and home region.
Right you are, Miss Top Scorer on the Thor's entrance exam. Students in each year are divided into 5 classes, 2 for the nobility and 3 for commoners. And it's been that way for ages, right up through last year. But this year, we decided to shake things up a little.
What do you...
We now have a 6th class, fittingly titled Class 7. And in Class 7, we recognize no distinction between nobles and commoners.
Wait, you just jumped straight from 5 to 7?
you're really putting nobles and commoners in the same class?
This must be some kind of joke.
Irate voice? Okay.
And why is this the first I've heard of it?
Well, who are you again?
There comes a fancy name. Ah, Jesus. What are those? Just
Machias Regnitz.
wow.
And with all due respect, instructor, it's ludicrous to intermix nobles and commoners like this. Must I be forced to spend my next 2 years shoulder to shoulder with those arrogant, stuck-up hedonists?
He's gonna learn to love his fellow classmates, and it's gonna be adorable.
You do know I'm not the one who made the decision, right? Besides, what's the big deal anyway? You're all kids. Can't you all just get along or something?
Just get along? And how would you propose we do that? What are you looking at?
Oh, nothing much. I just find the irony of your behavior rather humorous.
Is that so? It seems the scion of some noble house has left the comfort of his mansion to grace the unwashed masses with his wisdom. Please, my lord, do share your esteemed name with us so I can give you all the respect you deserve.
Usus Alberea.
See, why do you even say stuff like that? You know you're just setting him up.
Not that I'd expect the name of an arrogant, stuck-up hedonist to lodge itself in that hard head of yours.
He's from one of the 4 great houses.
The son of Duke Alberea, lord of the Kreutzen province in the southeast.
Well, you don't get much more noble than that.
Interesting. I'd heard the rumors.
Do you expect me to be impressed? Your family lineage means nothing to me. I'll never bend my knee to the likes of...
Okay, that's enough. I'm sure a couple of you have a few grievances, but now's not the time. I'll hear your complaints later. Right now, you've got your orienteering exercise, and far be it from me to keep you from our fun little icebreaker.
You mentioned this orienteering exercise earlier? What exactly does that involve?
It's a form of outdoor competition, isn't it? Something like a cross between a map reading exercise and a scavenger hunt?
Is that why they asked us to hand over our weapons at the gate?
Nothing gets by you, does it?
Smoke bomb. And then sell them on eBay.
But I don't want to spoil the fun, so let's get started, shall
What?
Oh.
What?
You could not fall any slower. Yes, she gets it. She gets it.
Come on, Fee. No cheating. You're going with them, and that's that. What's the point in having an icebreaker if you don't make a couple of new friends?
Lame.
All right, cool. All right, building some interesting relationships here. She might seem really lazy, but she's hyper competent compared to the others. See what you're going with here. She's gonna be a favorite in the fan fiction.
Oh, what just happened?
The floor gave out from under us.
I can't believe I fell for such an obvious trap.
Does this mean there's a series of catacombs beneath the school grounds then?
What does that woman think she's playing at?
Playing at.
I thought my heart was going to jump out of my chest. Hey, Reen, are you... okay?
What happened? Huh?
Well, this is a bit awkward.
Yeah, I'm really sorry about that. Still, I'm just glad you're okay. That's what's really important here, right?
The weakest slap.
Wow, it's just not your day, is it?
No, but that will be your end for this episode of the first hour. So, do I recommend Legends of Cold Steel? Is that the name of the game? Let's double check. I feel embarrassed, but I feel the need to. Oh, wow. Nope, they're not giving me any freebies. The Legend of Heroes Trials of Cold Steel on the PlayStation Vita. Do I recommend it? It's very late in the year to be releasing another JRPG, even on the Vita. I mean, this came out December 22nd, which is kind of ridiculous. 3 days before Christmas. Well, it looks like Vita owners who like JRPGs got themselves a little Christmas present. Now, what I really appreciate about this game is its pacing so far. I mean, yeah, we're getting a lot of exposition, and we have for the past, half an hour. But for the first half, we were actually getting a lot more of the characters actually, interacting in a more familiar way. And not only that, but we got combat. We actually got to see the combat system. And not only that, we got to see them all the way leveled up, which in most other games, it's like, oh, they're all leveled up and then they get attacked or something and they lose their abilities. But this is, starting at the end and then jumping back to the beginning, even though I'm not sure if that's really the end. So getting to see the way the art system worked, getting a way to see that the craft system worked, getting a way to see that the basic attacks and the link attacks worked, as well as the movement system. That's really cool. It kind of gets it gets it out of your system early, because if we were just going through the base story right now, I'd be like, I don't know, this is more like a visual novel. But right away they kick it off and say, here's all that combat for you, enjoy. And then once you feel satisfied enough with that, once it's starting to feel maybe a little shallow, we're going to actually bring in the characters. We're going to bring in the scenarios. That's going to help you understand this universe a bit more. I wasn't sure what I was going to get out of a title like this, if it was going to be fantasy or if it was going to be modernized, but it's interesting because it's not steampunk. And I guess that's what I appreciate about the world that they've built so far. It's that they just seem to have this technology. It's not, those tanks aren't running off of, I don't know, kerosene or something stupid or ridiculous. I mean, maybe they are, I don't know. But so far this feels like a legitimate world. It doesn't feel like it's knowingly being cool to the audience. Like, oh, what do you think about that? We got trains and stuff, but we also fight with swords. So yeah, I really enjoy it. And I think if you are a fan of JRPGs, then and you own a Vita, it's a no-brainer. It's really cool. If I can just point out a few of the things that I don't like, it has to be those really. I really hate to bring it up one more time, but those loading screens, it just kind of is like, okay, I'm looking at a game and now I'm looking at nothing. There's nothing. You see nothing. Okay, we're back in the game. All right, cool. And nothing. Absolutely nothing. Now, the loading times, I said I didn't like those at first, but I really think it's just the damn loading screen. Just cut to something. Anything. Black screen. It's ridiculous. It looks ridiculously cheap. Other than that, no, I really enjoyed it. I really wonder what that attack outside of combat does. When I was slashing that one robot back, I'm not sure what the point of that is. So if you guys know, leave a comment below. But I do want to hear from you guys. Are you a fan of JRPGs? Are you a fan of JRPGs on the Vita? What do you think of this first hour, the Legend of Heroes, Trials of Cold Steel? Hope I didn't say Trials at the beginning of the video. Oh boy. That'll get some comments. It's Trials. All right. But besides that, what do you think about this? Do you plan on picking it up? Is it worth your time? I don't care if it's worth your money. Nothing's worth money. I'm asking, is it worth your time? But yeah, that'll do it for this episode of the first hour. My name is Colin Tanner, and I will see you next time.